What's going on, everybody? Tough on Dirt, Gentle on Carpet here. Glad to be back with my sexy viewers. I've been away for quite some time, but I've just been busy in all regards. Anyway, I wanted to bring you guys another class evaluation. This time I wanted to look at one of the more explosive classes in the game. That's right, I wanted to look into the Demolitions Man. Alright, and when I say explosive power, I mean demos are ridiculous. You can kill 10 to 15 small Zeds all at once just using a grenade launcher, and so basically you take out the majority of the small Zeds in the game. Now with that power comes a great weakness, and that's the fact that a demo can't really take down anything within 6 feet of him. Meaning that if there's even a small Zed, if you take out your grenade launcher and you try to shoot that Zed and he's only an arm's length away, that grenade's gonna bounce off. It might kill him and probably won't. And so in that case, you're kind of boned unless you have a secondary weapon that is not a grenade launcher.
Forsooth, it is hard to see.
So while we're talking about the strengths and weaknesses of the demo class, let's take a look at the priority list given by the Killing Floor wiki. Now, I agree mostly with this priority list. However, I would switch the medium and the high targets on this list, meaning that I would put all of the small, the clots and the alpha clots and the gore fast. I would switch those with the Scrake and the Husk, specifically the Husk and the Scrake, because the Scrake doesn't really take all that much explosive damage. In fact, he takes less explosive damage than most Zeds. So in my priority list, I would have the small stuff as very high, along with the Flesh Pound because he takes extra explosive damage. And then Sirens, because past level 15 you get a nifty perk where your grenades and your rockets don't really explode when the Siren screams. So basically the Demolitions Man is good for clearing out all the small stuff, especially including Flesh Pounds and Sirens. Now against Bloats and Skrakes and Husks, you're basically screwed. I mean, you can take a Scrake if you shoot a direct RPG rocket at him, but even then, he might live through that. Now let's move on over to how to actually play the class. When you're playing the demo, you can equip both the grenade launcher and the rocket launcher at the same time. This means that you have a ton of firepower and you got explosions going everywhere. You can probably kill a Scrake and a Flesh Pound pretty easily. However, I personally prefer to use an alternate class weapon, such as the Desert Eagles, instead of the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher has a lot of power, but I feel that it's much better to have something that you can use in close range in case you want to get in front of a, say a small group of Zeds without using a grenade launcher. This means that you can kill stuff that's in front of you rather than killing stuff that's always far away. And you can always pull out your Desert Eagles or your Scar, for example, in a clutch situation where you need that extra weapon. Now when it comes to playing as the Demolitions class, you number one want to be far away from your enemies. If you're too close to your enemies, your grenade launcher is not going to work, and that's where you really have to bring in that secondary weapon like a Desert Eagle or maybe a Scar. Now, if you're shooting with a grenade launcher or even the rocket launcher, you want to go for mostly ground shots, meaning you want to hit the ground. You can hit a Zed in the body, and that's perfectly fine, especially when you're using an RPG. If you're using the grenade launcher or if you're killing small Zeds, then it's much easier to shoot the ground close to them rather than taking the time to aim and trying to hit a body. Especially if you miss your shot towards their body, then you're going to feel just devastated because you got to reload and everything. So it's much easier just to hit the ground and make sure you got a sure kill. Now, I gotta say, playing demos probably one of the most fun times I've had in Killing Floor 2. And that is because, number one, you have the versatility to use off-class weapons such as the Desert Eagle and the Scar. And number 2, you got the huge explosive power of the grenade launcher or the rocket launcher. And so when you combine those two, for me personally, I love just getting a couple headshots off on Zed, then jumping back and exploding the group behind him. That's just probably the most fun I've had in Killing Floor 2. Overall, Demo is a pretty awesome class. He's good for getting large groups of Zeds, or especially for getting the extra damage on a flush pound. You know, try pairing the grenade launcher with a Desert Eagles, and in case you guys haven't tried that, it's probably, it really is the most fun way to play Demo, especially in Killing Floor 2. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. If you got anything else you wanted to look over, for example, if you want to look over the perks, or maybe you want to look over a couple tactics to use when fighting a Scrake or a Flush Pound, just leave that in the comments below and I can make another video for that. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is Tough on Dirt, Gentle on Carpet. Don't forget to subscribe, and have a great day.
Careful! We've got a stalker flicking around.
I've got to change this.
Heads up! Reloading!
Reloading.
Nice.
I'm made of money. Some spare cash for someone
Anyone feeling
who needs this. See? I'm made of money. I already have a pile, but thanks.